This wrinkled background is going to be gone very, very, very soon.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset.
Welcome to my channel. I am so excited. I have... Ooh, it's so pretty. This is the new Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. If my eyeshadow is doing something wonky, my eyes are watering, not much I can really do about it, so please ignore and be kind. I'm going to compare the sizing with the Sunset palette, see if we can find dupes in there. I'll be doing swatches later on in the video. First, let me explain how I got my hands on this. The Sunrise palette goes on sale June 3rd, and I got mine today. It's May 24th. I'm obviously not on any PR list. This was sheer dumb luck yet again. Yesterday morning, Sephora posted their summer sale, and I should not have been shopping. I'm supposed to be on a no-buy, which I've completely failed, and I'll film an update video on that and what my plans are moving forward. But I was searching the sale section, of course, to see what was there. I'm part of a Facebook makeup group, and we're in a group chat, and someone sent a message like, SOS, the Sunrise palette is out. So I just add to cart, checkout, didn't even think twice about it. About an hour later, the palette was taken off the website, and upon further investigation, it looks like Sephora accidentally may have released the palette 2 weeks early. Not sure how Natasha Denona feels about that. I, on the other hand, am very excited that I'm able to share this palette on my channel so soon. I received my shipment notification at like 5:30 yesterday, and by 10:30 this morning it was at my front door. So I did this look using shades from the Natasha palette. I started with Mourning in my crease. I don't know that it was necessary for me to do that, considering what colors I went in with afterwards. I just didn't know what look I was going to come up with. I tend to take my inspiration from looking at other pictures. I have a really hard time coming up with looks just looking at a palette, and I'm trying to get better at that. I'm doing a 30-day eyeshadow challenge on my Instagram where I do a new look every single day in hopes that I can improve my skills. Like I said, I'm not too creative. I kind of stick to a neutral eye, but it's been really fun, and I did come up with this look without looking at any reference pictures. So anyway, Mourning blended fine. What I find with Natasha Denona's matte shadows is that they don't go in super pigmented right off the hop. You build it up, and then you can get the intensity that you want, and you can also have it muted if you want, which I really like. Next, I went in with Jasper and Carnelian. I dipped my blending brush into both and buffed that into the outer V and all throughout my crease. Next, I went into Clove, and I added that into like lower down in my crease. Clove was a bit tougher to blend out. This could have been a user error. It could be how my eyelids are when I try to buff out a dark color. I did get it to work, but it took a little bit extra work to get that to look okay. Next, I cut my crease slightly. I am not a fan of cutting my crease, and I'm not, probably because I'm not good at it. Yeah. If I was good at it, I probably would do it more often. And I had gone into Aster. What I didn't realize with these shimmers is I believe, I haven't swatched them all yet, but I believe that they are topper shades. A couple in here are anyway, and Aster definitely is. It's coming off a bit more pigmented than when I tried to on my brush, but there she is. Beautiful color, but it wasn't the intensity that I wanted, so I scrapped that idea and went in with Glory. That was easier going in with that matte throughout my whole lid, and then over top of it I went in with Awakening, which is this color down here. Again, a bit more of a topper color. It's not too intense. I went in with that on the inner corner. Next, I took Citrine, which is this bright yellow, down on my lower lash line, and as I was doing that I thought it would be fun to wrap it around my look. It looked better in my room without all these bright lights, but I like how it turned out. That was okay. And then next I went back in with Clove, buffed that on the lower lash line, and that was it. So I used 8 out of the 15 shadows for this look. Aster I didn't actually use for the look, but I tried it and it didn't work out for what I was trying to do. So yeah, so that's how I got this look, and that's how those shades performed. I can't attest to the other ones because I haven't tried those yet. Now, size comparison. I have the Sunset palette here. It is slightly smaller packaging than the Sunset palette. The shadows are half the size though. So I hope you can see there the size difference of the eyeshadows. I believe this whole palette is 19.25 grams, and in this one the shadows are 2.5 grams each. The price difference though is quite significant. The Sunrise palette is 85 Canadian dollars and the Sunset palette is 169 Canadian dollars. So I don't care that the shadows are smaller in here. The price is half the size, and I've never in my life finished an eyeshadow that I use just for an eyeshadow. I say that because the highlight I'm wearing right now is an eyeshadow and I'm almost done it, but I use that for a highlight every day. But a regular eyeshadow palette, regular eyeshadows, yeah, I've hit pan I think on one. I really love the formula. The only thing, like I said, is that Clove color, the dark one. It was a little bit more tough for me to blend that out. The rest of the mattes blended like a dream. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say other than the shimmers that look like they are supposed to be toppers. Next, I'm going to do finger swatches of all of the colors on my bare skin with no primer. Really the swatch is just to see the finish and the color. The first one is Poppy. This is a true shimmer and it's a Natasha formula that I recognize. Gorgeous cranberry shimmer. Next is Citrine, which is not a true yellow. It's more subdued than like a vibrant yellow. It's like a mustard maybe. Maybe brighter than a mustard. I don't know. It's a matte, it's pretty. I'm going over the swatch just once, so you'll see here that it's not super like whoa, but put on the eye, it really shows up really well. The next one is Flax, which reminds me of Poppy, so I wonder if they're quite different. They are. So Flax, again, is a true shimmer. It has more red in it than Poppy. Poppy's a bit more purple. And again, that's the same formula that I recognize. Next is Awakening. This is what I have on my inner part of my lid. This is what I would describe as a topper shade. I don't know. It shifts slightly. Like it doesn't have a base color. Next is Laurel, which is a gorgeous, like light bronzy nude shimmer. Moving on, we have Aster, which swatched a bit better this time, but again it doesn't really have a strong base. Next to that we have Glory. I have this one blended out a bit. It was a bit patchy just swatching, but I had this all over my lid and I really love this. Next is Azalea. This is the first time I touched it, and again it's another one of those clear or light based colors with glitter that I personally would use as a topper shade. Next to that we have Mourning, which is a gorgeous peachy transition-y matte. Yeah, I really love that and it blended incredibly. Next is Agate. This is a light gold, which I love, and it's a shimmer. Beside that is Clove, and you can see in my swatch it is a bit patchy. In the swatch it's patchy, and when I blended it, it was patchy. But please keep in mind, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not the most talented when it comes to makeup, so again, it could be user error. I'm sure it could be build up, but I wanted to show you what just one swipe would be. The next one is Carnelian, which is like a gorgeous mustardy orange is what I want to call that. It's quite different than the yellow. Beside it is Jasper. Next to that is Mourning. It's like I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like a beige, but it's a beige with a bit of yellow orangey undertone to it. That could have probably been a good color for me to add to my look, but I did not realize it was going to be that color. And beside that is Dayspring, the last color, which is a gorgeous copper shimmer color. Overall, I love this palette. It is Natasha quality. If you have the extra money, like, I would recommend it, but I'm sure you could find a lot of these colors in your collection, but this was just too good and too exciting for me not to put a review up. I can't give my full thoughts. I haven't used it too much, but I do think that they're quite different. Like the yellows aren't the same. Let me swatch Citrine and Soul. Oh, they swatched quite similar. So this one is Soul and this one is Citrine. I'm not sure if on camera they're going to look as similar as they do in person. The one from the Sunrise palette may have a tad more orange to it than the one from the Sunset, but I don't know that they would be that different on the eyes. The next one that I can see that may be slightly similar are Jasper and Horizon. So Horizon is this middle shade, and Jasper is the top middle shade there. So I want to swatch those. They are not the same. I prefer Jasper. Why do I do this? I prefer Jasper so this is Jasper and this one is Horizon. I prefer Jasper in the Sunrise palette than I do Horizon in the Sunset palette. I only see one more that's catching my eye that could be similar, and that's Bronzage and Dayspring. Dayspring is this one, Bronzage is this one. They look quite similar in the pan. So this is Bronzage and this is Dayspring. There are some differences, but I don't know that it would be detectable on the eye. So those are the only three that I think are pretty duped in the palette. But other than that, there's no repeat shades that I can tell. It's a good accompanying palette to this one. Yeah, looking at them in person, I can't see any that really jump out at me that would be dupes for each other. Anyway, so that's it. I mean, it's up to you if you decide to buy this palette. If you have similar colors in your collection, is it a must-have? Probably not. If you're a collector of Natasha Denona palettes like I am, is it a must-have? Well, yeah, if you're a completionist, I don't regret it, like at all, so. Probably like a 7.5 out of 10 for Natasha Denona, you know, because the price is really expensive. There's a little bit of patchiness in some of the colors. I wasn't expecting some of the shimmers to be quite as transparent as they were, but that's my own fault for not doing research. Alright, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked my videos or you like me, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.